Hey, good morning to my amazing Gaston Bengals. Mr. Vincent here with a lesson on how to do this assignment, quarter to graph your grades. Now, as a reminder, every Friday we graph our grades, and it's really important that we have consistency as we're tracking our progress over time. We're going to be referencing this back quite a few times, so let's follow along together. If you go to Teams and go to My Class, the period you have My Class, you're going to navigate to Assignments. And inside Assignments is an assignment called Graph Your Grades Quarter 2. Let's click that. Once you're in this assignment, you'll notice that there are some instructions. We also have a standard, and that standard is there to help us align with what it is that we're supposed to be learning. And we can read that standard. It says it's standard C8.8 Analyze and display data to assist with decision making using methods like graphs. And so this is the standard that we're trying to work with today to help us as we go through the quarter here at Gaston. What we're going to be looking at next is the actual file, and I have given you an Excel file already prepared for you to enter your own information. And I've even given you a checklist of sorts of what exactly needs to be done with this file. So take it one step at a time. You got this. Right here where it says class names, you're putting the names of your classes. And it doesn't really matter the order you choose, but make sure that data always goes in the right spot. When you are looking at your grades in Atlas, what will actually happen is you're going to see your grades in the order of period throughout the day. When you look at your grades in your progress report or your report card, they're in alphabetical order. So you really just need to look and make sure that when you put English, it matches up with English. So let's go ahead and change these to match our class. And then what we're going to do is go back and look at our historical grades from Atlas. If you go to Atlas, click grades on that left-hand side, and then historical grades, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. We're going to enter these in these boxes here, with A's representing a 4, B's representing a 3, C's representing a 2, D's representing a 1, and an F, unfortunately, representing a 0. And once you've got your grades that you were finished with in quarter number 1, we're going to add in today's grades. Let's take a look at what my grades are. You can see that in math, I've got an A, so I have 2 4s, a 3, a 4. Let's move over and take a look at this together. I've got an A in math, an A in PE, a B in English, an A in science. Right now I'm struggling in history. I've got a D. I've got a B in ICT, Explo Information Tech, and I've got an F in Ethnic Studies. Once I've got those grades in, I'm going to use that formula we learned to add GPA, automatically calculating. As a reminder, what we're going to do is click this box and start out with an equal sign, because in Excel, math starts with what? That's right, an equal sign. I'm going to type in equals, and I'm going to start typing the word average. And it might come up with an automatic where it knows this is what you want. And it is, so you can click that. In my example, my GPA for quarter 1 was 2.57. And now for today, I'm going to do the same thing. Equals average, but for some people you might not have this automatic number. Then you would click average, click your first period class, drag down to the last period class, but don't go to GPA because it would create a loop. Let go. Press enter. And so today my grades have gone up slightly, and now I have a 2.71. And if Atlas is updated, you would actually see here that Atlas calculated my GPA as a 2.71 as well. Once I've done that, what I'm actually going to be doing next is going and graphing my grades. And in order to do that, I'm going to make a graph. And so let's do that together. Right here, you'll notice I've got two green boxes. First green box down to the last green box. And once I've got that, I'm going to go to Insert. And what I actually want is the first 2D line graph. This one right here. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to move it over so it's out of the way a little bit. And I need to label it. These are the last requirements here. Label my grades. And so in order to label it, I'm going to change the chart title. And that's going to say your grades. And I also need to add axis titles. Horizontal axis. I can go down here where it says axis title. And I can type my axis. This is right here. What are these? They're dates. I go down a little bit further, and underneath vertical axis, I'm going to go to axis title, and right here I'm going to put grades. So once I've got these two things in, now my chart looks good. For the final part of this, right here, I'm going to put any missing assignment I have in Atlas. And so in ICT, I might have been missing Bridge 1. Just put that in that box, showing that as of today, 10/25, I'm missing that assignment. As a reminder, if you need help, tag the problem, try it yourself first, that's the T, acquire knowledge, rewatch that video, look at the instructions over on the right, that's the A, and then the G is if all else fails, get up and go get help. Have a great day, Bengals.